Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Teratai. My student ID number is 2103050014. Okay, in scientific writing course, I will review the journal about when technology saved youth, exploring and theorizing pandemic pedagogies in adult ELT context by Kisa Bryan and Kwanisa Charles. The COVID-19 pandemic has significantly impacted the teaching and learning landscape, particularly for English language teachers or ELTS working with adult learners. This study contributes to the limited research on the challenges and supports of ELTS in global settings during the pandemic, where emergency remote teaching was the only alternative. The researchers used qualitative methodology, collected data via questionnaires. They provided a thematic analysis of teacher participants' coping strategies, fears, hopes, challenges, and successes of pandemic pedagogies for ELT. The findings suggest that despite technology's ability to save youth, there is a need for more effective ways of responding to and caring of the English language teaching communities amid a global pandemic. The pandemic has led to a shift in research and teaching strategies that cater to the skill set, demand, and safety of both teachers and students. Effective instruction, practical tools, research, and overall practice are necessary to facilitate learning amid the pandemic, but way to gauge the needs and necessities of skill sets, demand, and online learning remains underexplored. The study examines the experiences of adult English language teachers and their students during the early stage of the global COVID-19 pandemic. The research question focused on the challenges faced by teachers and their students, the form of support and advocacy that helped them persevere, and how they perceive the impact of COVID-19 permanently impacting English language teaching. The study highlights the importance of virtual teaching and remote learning as a means of maintaining safety for many within the ELT community. The pandemic has led to a critical re-evaluation of teachers' pedagogical practice and a consolidation of their experiences and beliefs of the role of technology in teaching. The study also explores the socio-economic challenge. These tests are online challenge and advocacy measures that can serve as an enlightenment for challenge in English language teaching. So, the conclusion in the journal is while the study contributes to the literature by amplifying the voices of ELT teachers who taught adult ELs during the COVID-19 pandemic, the findings suggest a need for additional studies that first explore both educational and socio-emotional challenges that impact ELT professionals. Second, provide example of effective English language teaching practice as well as digital resources that can be used in the event of another global pandemic. And third, Offer templates supplement that support ELT educators across the board. While the study lends voice to an entire community, a comparative study of the experiences, perception, and coping mechanism of ELT professionals in various contexts will set a brighter light on global inequities. As members of a global community teaching in the US and dedicated to empowering people through the teaching of English, a constant questioning on what we can do as a society who has digital support. Example, access to learning management system for those less fortunate are imperative. Queries comprising in anticipatory measures beyond borders that stabilize our levels way in which access is distributed in the middle of crisis are crucial as well. Mindful that holistic US centered measures present challenge considering the various contexts, government protocol, and limitation around the world. It is important for transnational collaboration in teaching, learning, and researching. Future studies could also further examine the support received from private versus public institution and how the COVID-19 pandemic has shaped or continues to shape the future of education for ELL. Specifically, adult English learners around the world. Remers et al. 2000 and 2020 produce teaching and learning outlines of curriculum researches, professional development, researchers, and teaching tools to assist various population and language are around the world. While these outlines are a great start and useful for many teachers and learners, we would still question the efficacy and application of their tools when applied to a healthy context during a pandemic. The current effect of pandemic necessitates digital tools in classrooms around the world, but more importantly, a robust training that has unfortunately exposed countries and places that are disadvantaged the due the lack of technological support. Okay, that's all from me about the when technology shape use exploring the terrorism pandemic pedagogies in adult ALT context journal. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.